On Sunday, torrential rain across Japan caused a landslide, more floods, and the evacuation of dozens of households. 3 people are assumed dead. After intense rains produced flooding and mudslides, authorities issued evacuation orders to nearly 300,000 people in northern and central Japan. Residents of the prefectures of Aomori, Iwate, Yamagata, Fukushima, Niigata, Ishikawa, and Fukui were required to evacuate as of August 4, 2022. Numerous houses have reportedly been destroyed in the prefectures of Aomori, Iwate, Akita, and Fukushima, according to disaster authorities. On August 4th, Japan's Chief Cabinet Secretary Matsuno Hirokazu Sai, homes in the prefectures of Yamagata and Niigata were also damaged. Witnesses reported that an automobile that was on a bridge in Anit, Yamagata, at the time of the destruction was washed away. Bridges and roads in Sekikawa, Niigata Prefecture, were damaged. Sekikawa broke the previous daily record high of 212 millimeters, set in July 2014 by recording 414.5 millimeters of rain in 24 hours to August 4. Chief Cabinet Secretary said, one person was reported missing in Ichino, Iwate Prefecture, according to disaster authorities. There were numerous other reports of missing people. 8 people were buried under a mudslide that struck a home early on Sunday in Okita City in the Nagano Prefecture in central Japan. According to the Fire and Disaster Management Agency, 3 of the individuals were believed to be dead when rescue personnel discovered them, and 2 further individuals had been hurt. The other 3 victims were recovered without harm. A mudslide in Nagasaki on Friday resulted in 1 death, 2 injuries, and 2 people going missing, while a separate mudslide in Hiroshima resulted in 1 major injury. Additionally, after being discovered in a drainage canal, 2 ladies in their 70s were determined to be deceased. The Disaster Management Organization reported that by Sunday, dozens of persons trapped in flooded areas in Hiroshima and the southern Kyushu region had been rescued. Since last week, southwestern Japan has seen heavy rain, with more than a meter of it dropping in the northern section of Kyushu. A front remains stalled over the Japanese archipelago, so more rain is predicted in the coming days, according to the Japan Meteorological Agency. Hironori Fujiki, a city official in Kyushu's Nagasaki Prefecture, said to AFP that, "We have not started to survey human or property damage on a full scale. We have yet to see an entire picture of the disaster." In some areas of the southwest, where over 2 million people were urged to immediately take shelter on Saturday due to overflowing rivers, locals came home on Sunday to check on their mud-covered homes. An elderly resident of Kanzaki in Saga Prefecture told public broadcaster NHK told, "So many logs tumbled down and crashed into this area from nearby mountains. It was so scary," she said. "You absolutely have to leave when it rains." More than 4 million people have received evacuation orders from over 200 towns at high risk of flooding or mudslides, yet disobeying the orders carries no repercussions. Disaster Management Agency said that floods and mudslides across the nation have damaged more than 500 homes. Because a warmer atmosphere stores more water, scientists claim that climate change is increasing the probability of heavy rain in Japan and worldwide. A disastrous landslide that occurred in the central resort town of Atami last month as a result of heavy rain killed 23 people, with 4 still unaccounted for. Additionally, during the nation's yearly rainy season in 2018, landslides and floods in western Japan claimed the lives of over 200 people. Japan's weather agency's director of forecasts, Ryuta Kurora, issued a warning that some locations may have had their soil disturbed by the record-breaking rainfall. He said, "We ask residents to continue to exercise serious caution for landslides in a television briefing. Let's pray and hope for the recovery of damages in Japan."